guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pashvika, the channel where we talk a lot about designing, everything about designing. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the new year designing tips. Okay, it's not a tutorial like a Photoshop tutorial, usually we do that. But today we're going to talk about if you're starting with a design career or you're looking forward to going to the freelancing designer or anything like that, then this video will going to help you how to set up yourself for your designing career in the 2023. Or even if you're doing a freelancing and you're looking for the clients and setting the goals, then this video is definitely for you. Let's begin. Before go back, consider clicking like button, guys. I do appreciate that. If you want more such video, consider subscribing, hit the bell icon. Whenever I'm gonna upload new videos, you're gonna get notified about it. Also, if you're a creative person and you're looking forward to make money online, then I have another channel where I talk a lot about making money online as a creative person, as an artist. The link is in the description box. We'll grab our membership, the Global Creating membership, where each and every single month we deliver the cool Photoshop tools like the Photoshop brushes, patterns, shapes that you could very well use it for creating your own designs, for print on demand, for any other purposes. It has a full commercial license. So every single month, just for $5, you're getting so many cool stuff. The link of this membership in the description box below. You can very well check it out. And all the cool stuffs on our website, the www.globalcreative.com, where we have cool freebies. Also, the link is in the description box below. Let's dive in with designer tip. The first tip I have for you is to set the clear goals. Like for me personally, I'm a person of more kind of like a planner. I plan things very advanced. Sometimes I plan it in 3 or 4 months ahead, sometimes 6 months ahead, depending on how bigger the task is or how the bigger the stuff is or how much time I have. So if you're starting with a new designing career in 2023, set the proper clear set goals. Like what exactly you're going to be focusing on, what are your expectations, what are your assumptions, how you're going to get your first client, how you're going to get paid, how you're going to set your finances, how you're going to actually pay your taxes. Just do all that stuff. Now obviously you don't have to do all the stuff at single time. No, take a small baby steps, one task at a time. But set the goals, write it down onto the piece of paper or have a software application wherever you can note the things down and see that these are the steps that I need to undertake to start with my designing career, and this is the first step I'm gonna take, then the second, third, and so on and so forth. These are my assumptions. This much how much I can make in my first year or for 6 months, this much I'm gonna charge from my client, this one the payout method and all that stuff. The second tip I have for you with that, keep the things simple, because if you're a beginner or even if you are a newbie or even if you're beginning stages of your business or designing career, you need to keep the things simple. Obviously, you can do a lot of the branding stuff. You can have your own website, social media and all that stuff. You could do any point of the time in your journey, but probably if you are starting out, I would try to keep the things simple. Probably I do most of the times whenever I start something, a new project, which I haven't did it before, I try to keep the things simple. I don't add too much of these stuffs to it to make it much more complicated, because I know obviously it will gonna take me some time to get the stuff done. And also in the beginning, when we have a lot of the stuffs to do, we obviously gonna procrastinate. So for me, not to get into the habit of procrastination, I try to keep the thing simple, maybe 1 or 2 steps, that's it, and just get started. So with that being said, the third tip I have for you, keeping the thing simple, setting the clear set goals, just get started. Whatever you want to get started, just get started. Get your first client, become a freelancer, join Fiverr or Upwork, or start with a YouTube channel if you want to have a YouTube tutorials about the designing, or start selling your designs on the print on demand website. Whatever it is look like for your designing career, just get started. Keep it simple, like the things or the first 2 steps, very simple, that you could do it without much of your conscious effort, like you need to sign into an account or you need to set up the portfolio or something like that. Keep the thing simple. Don't add too much stuff or make it so much branding or a logo and dimensions and all that stuff. No. You always can go back and do that designing and fancy stuff later on down the road. Just get started, get your first client, get your business in the corner, get the things done, because moment you start making money in your career, moment you start getting the first client, or moment you start making your first design, eventually the things will gonna become more simple, and then it will going to create a momentum effect for you and will going to push you to make work more for your business. But in the beginning, we need that momentum, and how we gonna get that? By keeping the things simple and getting started and getting the first clear-cut goals done, so that we feel motivated, we feel dopamine release in our body. By doing that stuff, and we forget about the difficulty, and we do the second step, third step, and so on and so forth. So that's why it's the most important. Another tip I have for you: get an inspiration, get an idea what exactly you're going to get started with that. If you're confused, because designing career is not just simple designing, there is a lot of the stuff comes into the category: what kind of designer you want to be, where you want to sell your work, whether you want to get started with the business, freelancing, or YouTube channel. Like nowadays in the online space, you get a lot of the different opportunities as being a designer. So obviously you're gonna get confused where to go, how to do, what to do, when to do, and all that stuff. Get an inspiration. Look out for the people who are already doing the things that you want to do. Take the inspiration, what exactly they are doing. Or maybe the people who are 5 or 10 years ahead of you, what exactly they are doing, how the things gonna look like. So get an inspiration, get an idea what it's actually going to look like and how you exactly going to do it, so that you get the rough framework of what exactly going to look like, and then you're going to take those action steps I have for you. Know where you are going. Obviously in the beginning when you're starting, you won't be that much clear, or maybe clear. Again, it depends from person to person, but most of the times, like when I was getting started with something new, I just have a rough idea, but I wasn't really clear in the beginning, and I get started. I take first few steps and see the stuff's going, and then I exactly go do more research and see where exactly I want to see myself in 5 years, in 10 years, or in 2 years, or even in a 6 months. And then I do the stuffs according to it. The same thing you could do if you in the beginning you are confused and you don't know exactly what you want or what's your goal and all that stuff. Just get started. Take that first 2 simple steps, and then once you feel like, okay, you feel like something is happening, or you feel like you're doing something and you feel okay and comfortable, then actually do more research and see what are the different opportunities or different avenues that you could actually invest your time, space, and energy into, and then decide where you want to go, how you want to see yourself. Take a piece of paper, write it down, be more specific and clear. Maybe take a week or so to actually evaluate your mindset and thinking and research, and just get the stuff done on the paper and know exactly where you are going and what you need to do. The tip I have for you: always be in the learning mode. Whether you are intermediate, beginner, or advanced, always be in a learning mindset, because obviously the sky is the limit in every other stuff. Like your entire life, like our entire life is very short to actually learn all the stuffs in whatever stuff you're doing with your designing career or in life in general. So we have so much to learn, so much to experiment, so much to explore, and so much to adapt and learn from our mistakes. Our entire life is very short for that, but still we could do a lot of the stuff in this entire lifetime. So try to see what other people are doing, get an inspiration, get an idea, try something new, experiment. Even if you fail, try else, or adapt to it, or maybe add something new to it and give it your own touch. Just be in the learning mode. There's always so much to learn, and don't think that you're actually restricting yourself to a limited boundary if you're not going further beyond that. So expand your boundaries and explore, experiment as much as you can, okay? Hopefully these tips will aim to help you getting started with your designing career in this new year. I'll gonna see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye guys.